Oh, welcome. I am the Mad Chemist Church, and welcome to my playground. I am the Mad Chemist Church, or Church from Church, depending on where you know me from, and welcome back to Madman Review. Today I will be doing Portal Fantasy, which is a newer game, and it's in the Pokemon-esque style gameplay. I grew up playing Pokemon. I'm Red and Blue, the originals. I'm that old. I can't tell you the number of double A batteries that I burned through playing Red and Blue on my old Game Boy. And I just recently found my old Game Boy, which which I can say still works. I put some batteries in it, getting turned it on. I don't have any game in there, but I've had this thing since I was like 5 or 6. I forget when I got it. Still works. The countless number of hours I've put on this thing, the countless number of double A's that this thing has gone through, playing Kirby, playing Pokemon Red and Blue, Green, or Green and Yellow, just all the different things. Like, it's even still got the original barcode on the back. That's pretty much just half a piece. But I was so happy when I found this. But that's not the review. The review is of this game, Portal Fantasy, and all I have to say is I love the concept. I love the look, the design of the I believe they're called Porbles. I love the design. I love the different things. This is how you heal. Your team was healed. You can teleport, and it shows you the different areas you can teleport to. The problem is, this game probably needs about another year in development. Now, I've beaten it. Now, how do you say, okay, well, how do you know you've beaten it? Well, so if I go to this main quest, Chasing Royalty, this is bugged. I have done this. I've passed this, but yet I can't complete it. I talk to this guy. Nothing. I have all of these quests here that I cannot complete because the item is just missing, or like this one, give 10 pearls to the statue. I didn't complete it. Rescue mission, I found a way out. I got everybody free. Still nothing. This one is connected to this one where I have to find a rose to give to the blacksmith. I've gone to the area that all I've seen in like a handful of videos because this game is so new. There's no rose there. These is another one. I've gone up to the clock. It tells me that I can put the hands on there. I put the hands on there, nothing happens. This is a quest I should not have yet, but somehow I have it, and it's way too high of a level for me. There's these crabs that it's kind of like a fun, like, angle game where you push at them, and the way you kind of walk towards them should direct them where they run, but no matter what direction I walk at them at, they just go in the same pattern every single time. It doesn't matter what I do. And this one, every single time I get into a battle in this zone, Magic Mountain, every single time I get into a battle, it freezes about halfway through the battle, and then I have to restart, and there's nothing. And then you go, well, how do you know you're how do we know you finished the game? Another thing is I have to either press 1, 2, or 3. 1 opens up your inventory. As you can see, I have potions, bombs, and then to capture things you use scrolls, obviously to get around the Nintendo thing. These are different reagents you need for crafting. Different skill tomes to teach different Porbles tomes. Quest items. As you can see, I've got a bunch of stuff. The thing is these are all items, like some of these, I turned in. But they didn't leave my inventory. So these dry berries, I turned them in, didn't leave my inventory. I turned this in, didn't leave my inventory. I somehow was able to talk to this guy twice, and he gave me 2 of this key item that's at the end of the game. I gave these snacks to people. Didn't leave my inventory. The other thing is these shovels and rope. I've only found like one good spot that uses the rope. And then the shovels, these are each one you get, the crystal, the stellar, and the magic, they're one-time uses. I don't think that's a good thing. I think they should just increase what it costs to make one and just have it like a permanent thing where you just permanently have all these shovels, because this is kind of stupid. Another thing is like there's all these items I have in my inventory, key items that either should have been used or like I walked up to the clock took them, yet they're still sitting here. One of the neat things is you can actually customize the way your guy looks and the way certain items actually give you different buffs. Like the kind dragon, which is one of the quests I did, got me this pet familiar, like this one, the knight. Don't call it a chick, for this is the knight incarnate. This allows me to, if one of my Porbles faint in battle, instead of it just being in sleep, when I get out of the battle, it's at 1 hit point. So basically a free auto revive. But then there's other kinds of little things that you can get. Some of these are like Twitch drops that just don't do anything. They're just fun to have. And then over here, you get to pick when you're first starting your character something. Chance to capture Porbles increases by 2.5% per sigil rank. I'm at 2, so it should be Porbles up to level 50. Handling Porble, yeah. Proves you capable of handling Porbles up to level 50. Like I said, I should be able to get to rank 3, but I'm nowhere near that because I somehow glitched through things. I'm not 100% sure. Here's another glitch. Auto awake, which comes from the dragon. This should have these little pictures here. There's no pictures, even though I have these different things. Let's go back to 2. Completed quests. Portal. So let's go all the way down to the bottom for main story. Find Maximus. Big decisions. Give the sphere to Sonia. So this is the final quest. Yeah, this is the final quest. I've done it. It's checked off. I got the little screen that said, thanks for playing. This is all the content we have until later. But as you can see, I'm at 40, 41. 40, 40, and 41. I can get up to 50, and then I have a quest to go get the next sigil, which should take me to, I believe, 60. But I don't... These guys are tier 2, so pretty much everything you catch can go up to tier 3. Basically evolve, which they don't evolve per level, they evolve once you get them a certain amount of items. Now, these items can only be got by catching Porbles and then dismantling them, is a nice way to put it. So we'll come here. And this is an item shop. I have a ton of money because killing things gets you money, which you can see. The really good scrolls are pretty expensive, but you can pretty much catch anything off of the OK scroll, And then if you play enough or you do any of the Twitch drops, you get basically, these would be the equivalent of Master Balls, and I have, or a Master Ball, and I have 19 of them. So it's not like I'm hurting for scrolls. You find a good amount of them, but the thing you find everywhere are these bombs. These bombs are literally everywhere you can look. And they do more damage than most of the Porbles. That's pretty much how I beat the game. I just threw bombs. I lined up, I'd find out what was coming, fighting me. I'd line this with a potion and bombs, and then I'd just throw the bombs. These ones deal 10. If it's weak, it deals 20. The giant deals 100. If it's weak, 200. 200 will pretty much instantly kill anything at a high, even at a high level. As you can see, this guy's got 96, 40, 94, 110. The enemy Porbles have insane amounts of life. I don't know how the enemy Porbles have as much health as they have, because my Porble at 40 has 110, yet I fought this Porble at 39 that had like 200 something health, and I'm like, what? And then an area that had, I believe it was like level 20, I went to fight a guy and he had Porbles that were in the 40s. That's mismatched. Very mismatched. Like random encounters. Or not random encounters, but random fights against other Porble trainers. But this is where you come to craft, and you can craft these things. These are kind of your enhancements. As you can see, it tells you what it requires, and you get these through either defeating or dismantling your Porbles. You can make bombs, you can make dyes to dye your Porbles, so there's no real like shinies in the game, but you can just change whatever color. Now, to evolve your Porble, it doesn't require a level, it just requires that you have 6 of these Majesty Stones, which take all of this 2 green droplets only drop off of certain Porbles, and then it's like less than a 20 to 30% up to 40, and I think there's a handful of them that are like rare that give you 100%. So you need 6 of these, so it takes 12 of these to evolve a Porble one time. That's an insane amount of farming to get one guy up. And then now you got to get 3 up there. Now, to get to the Majesty Tier 2, you need this Mild Majesty Spice. And this other stuff, which you get pretty easily just through dismantling dark Porbles. Now, I've only ever seen this by dismantling Tier 2 Porbles. I have not gotten a single Porble that is dropping that at all. That isn't a Tier 2. Now, I don't know if it's because my game bugged and I skipped a shit ton, but from what I see, there's no Tier 2 Porbles you can just catch. Everything's Tier 1, like these guys at 52 and 62. And then you get these guys, or Dispel, not Dismember. Yeah, when you Dispel, you get a chance. It tells you, this just tells you yes or no. Will you get it? 70% chance if you get it. It's not like you get 20 or you get 1 or you get 2. It's just 100% chance you're going to get that. 77% chance you're going to get that. So we're in Dispel. It's going to completely remove this guy from my inventory. Get to the next one. Now this guy's level 52. Do you see any of that mild Porble stuff? There's the Phantom Dust I need. There's some Gaia, Mystic Echo, Dispel, yes. But I also have to remember, these guys are coming from, this guy and that last one came from an end level area, like the second to last area you go to. So let's Dispel him. Here we go. Blue Droplet, Water Essence, Feather. No green droplet anywhere, and Phantom Dust, but no mild other dust. So the only way I can foresee getting that stuff is I'd have to then get someone, level them up, then get the 12 droplets, get them to tier 2, and then dismantle them. Like if I was to go to this guy, which I've dyed him. As you can see, I've dyed this one purple. He's normally not purple. But if I click Dispel, I'm going to get 100% All Majestic Essence. Now, why would I do that to one that I've gotten to tier 2? And is in my main party? The other thing to get them before you can do this is they have to have... So first they start out with just 2. So you put a thing in, you put a thing in, 6 in here, upgrade, boom. Then they get here, put a thing in, put a stone in. Now I can upgrade. And see, normally I should be able to click here and a little thing pops up. But it's telling me I'm already up. This is normally out. Grayed out. So now I click, and of course it's like, oh, those items aren't there, so error. This is one of the many bugs that this game has. Let's switch to another one. See, upgrade. I've got it all in here, but I don't have this. I think I have one of these that's required. Click upgrade, error performing. I've had, like, while playing this, I had to stop, exit the game entirely, and come back so many times. It was insane. It got to a point where I'd complete a quest, exit, come back, and then the quest would give me credit for completing the quest. I was just, it is just broken beyond belief. Another thing is, I like this. It tells you what you can catch. So you can kind of see, oh, I'm missing one. Oh, I'm missing 2. And by area. So I've been here, but I'm missing all these. Here, here. And then there's this nice little bug where I can't click. I can click, but it doesn't matter which one. Like, say I'm on this one. I should be on... I can't click the other one. It's just bugged. So the only way to get there, another thing is it also tells you this. Are there quests there? And are there ingredients there that you can find randomly? Like that one, you can find these things here. Click here, nothing. Click here, nothing. Click here, berries and pearls. Oh look, you can find these here. City. Quests, chasing royalty, calling in a favor. Well, the only way I've found to do this one is to fast travel. Because when you're at a spot, you can't pick that spot again. Because you're obviously there, so they at least remove that. So this isn't the intended place I want to be. This is also another one where I'm like, there's a couple spots I can't get to. I just don't understand. Here's another one. I was here, but yet it wouldn't allow me to teleport there. But I could teleport here. It makes no sense. But now that I've teleported here, I can then go here and teleport to this because they're literally right on top of each other and you can't teleport, which is another bug. So this guy down here, I've tried to fight several times. And every time I encounter him, let's see if it does it this time. Yep. Give me all your water now. So normally this would incite a battle. There's no battle. He's just hanging out there. This is the area where I generally get to. See, there's all these fun little puzzles. Can't get half of them to work because I can't find a lever or a switch. This guy, this is part of the story here. I fought that one. Every time I get to this guy, the game just breaks. So I'm not even going to do it because I'm trying to get through this recording without the game breaking. As this is the second time I've tried to record this video. And I went to do things and the game just froze. It's corrupting and making me redo my video. The Undercity, Desert, the Twilight. Really nice areas. This was actually a really fun one. I don't know where this last one is because I did a lot of fighting in there. This is an endgame area that has level like 50, 60 enemies. No idea how I got there, since I shouldn't have been able to get here until I've gotten past this point. But a lot of the fights that I went through that were like really high level, I just let my Porbles tank it, and I used the bombs to kill them. So bombs are OP. And there's a ton of quests that are little, not quests, but like little fun things that like, oh, there's something down there, but you can't get to it because you need a rope. And I'm like, okay, well, I have rope. Oh, you can't get down there because there's too many people watching you. And I'm like, there's no one around. How is there someone watching me? There's this fun little thing where I can play a flute and it makes statues come alive. There might be too many people around. Put the flute back in your backpack. So I can do something with this, but there's not at any point in time that there's ever not been people around. So there's just a lot of stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like this is the accessory person. So there's a handful of accessory people you can come in and you spend your money on to get these, and they do different things. They do different buffs, different stats, but there's only like a handful of them that are actually worth it. For the longest time, there's kind of like a little secret thing over here that has to deal with a quest down here. That this area over here is just bugged. Little signs that teach you things. Your potions and other things. Talk to this guy. It's Ket. This is where you can buy potions and bombs, shovels, rope. Different. So there's one guy that you can buy parts off of, but it's only the parts you would get from defeating. It's not the dispelling parts. Your blaster wanted poster. This doesn't say dead or alive. So, and it's just stuff like that. There's other fun little things you can do. There's a kind of a fun thing where don't get caught. Different stuff like that. But this game has a lot to it, but is still very empty. Like if I wanted to go to 3, press 3, it shows me this. Shows me all my different Porbles, what they are. I can check, see what stones they have, swap, equipped, change them around, shows me their stats, shows me their, flip their card, teach, I can teach them, view, talents, different kinds, sort, filter, star level. The journal, this is where all the quests are. I can't complete half of these. They're just broken. This shows you what you've caught and what you've seen. I've caught one of these. I don't know why it's blacked out. It says I've defeated 4, but I caught one. Oh no, I caught it, but then the game broke immediately after and it didn't save. That was fun. I've caught several of these that these are bosses. I don't understand how they or why they're here, but whatever. Yeah, and then there's like corrupted enemies that it says you can't catch them, but yet they're in here. So you can see I have a lot not captured because I don't know where these are. And I can't proceed any further in what would be the actual story because it freezes and sets me back like 15 minutes every single time. Filter by rarity, filter by element, filter by biome, filter by name. But this also shows you drops, stats, info. So if I was to go to this guy, stats, drops, and info. Give you a little blurb. It shows you how many you've defeated, how many you've captured, what they are. The only thing it doesn't tell you, which pisses me off is what they dispel to. I have no idea what these guys dispel to, so if I'm looking for something specific for dispelling, I literally have to go capture it, take it back here to the dispel thing, and look. Like, these guys have 100% chance of dispelling for a green droplet. That makes absolutely no sense. They're light, and it's a tank, and it's rare. So you're gonna get like one in every, I think it was like one in every 6 or 7 fights. One of these would pop up. And it just kind of... And that's if you can catch it, because these only spawn in low level areas. And these guys are going to one-shot them. So it's not like I can hit it real quick, take it, or if I wanted to get like a lower level to try to, then I'm worried about it dying. And then it's just constant back and forth of... And there's things like this. I have no idea what this is. I can't interact with it. It wasn't a chest, it's not, it's just there. You can go signs, berry farm. It's nice as these berries, you can literally just click. Get your berries. Talk to people, they'll give you quests, signs telling you what you need to do. Lots of funny references to different things, like this is a Lord of the Rings reference, or that guy was a Lord of the Rings reference. There's a couple different references to different games all over the place. Amazingly fun game, minus every single feline attempt at graffiti. Lots of fun little things. Just I lost all interest and I lost everything. Every time I'd go to do something, the game would just break. I'd play for like an hour and the game would just, I wouldn't be able to talk to anyone. I wouldn't be able to interact with anyone. At one point in time, I've already seen a cutscene, but every time you went into this area until you completed or furthered the quest, the cutscene would play over and over and over. And I was like, man, I've already seen this cutscene. So I'd try to teleport away and it just made me invisible. So I was just walking around as if I was flying, invisible. And I'm just kind of like, what is going on? This is a good game, but you should have, like, the developers should have taken another, I want to say, year. Or developer. I think this is like a developed by one guy. Ender City. Yeah, it's just, there's little traps. There's all these. I don't even remember seeing that one. Far Isles. Yeah, for a while, I couldn't travel to this one because it just wasn't showing up on the map. I'm surprised it's showing up on the map now. But this is another area I just kind of stumbled across. So little things like these pearls you can get just by walking over the clamshells. Another thing is quests. Like I said, I was stuck on them. I got a random, it's like, go to a graveyard, went to the it's like, I was at the graveyard, I did a bunch of things, got a bunch of secrets and stuff, notes. And it's like, I came to another spot and I got this random quest. Didn't talk to anyone, didn't do anything, but I just had a quest. And I'm like, okay, what quest was that again? I didn't see it because it popped up and I was just like, what? I don't have it. It's not here. It was like, defeat 10 Porbles in the graveyard, which I'd already been to. It's not here. I already went through all of these on here. Not a single one of these. Trying to think of any other bugs I ran into. There's just way too many. Way too many. Capture rates seem to be everywhere and all over the place. I can capture something with a normal scroll on the first try, but then I tried 5 times with a really good scroll nothing. I was like, this doesn't seem right. But then again, that's just RNG, but it still feels like something's up. Especially with the, I'm supposed to have 5% extra better chance at catching, and there's just nothing. Let's do a fight real quick. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Just to kind of show how the battle system works. Let's see what I get. One of these. So, really cool, interesting. You have all these buffs. You have to attack, and when you attack, it gives you points. You see points build up, and then I can use these skills down here. So A to defend. Defending also gets you points. You can press space to attack, or eventually you can become reckless, which allows you to attack twice for a short amount of time. So let's do Radiant Beam. Pretty neat. Takes all your points. Defeats the enemy. So defeating enemy actually gets you loot and money. Capturing it just gets you some XP and the Porble. So not a decent trade-off. Because then once you can take the Porble back. Welcome to Valyria. That's welcome to Corneria. So that's that. I mean, I'd love to show you more. I'd love to teleport to some areas, but I really don't want to freeze and then have to click out and had chance of having another video corrupt on me. So overall, the game is fun. Interesting mechanics, interesting sprites, really fun how they like looking at these guys from their evolution standpoint. Like that's Charpup, that's a starter. Turns into the guy I currently have, which isn't even on here. I mean, you already seen him. I see. Some of these don't even make any sense. But then again, it's a lot of I caught it and then immediately crashed. Saying that, yeah, these don't even have their evolutions on here. Because that guy, I evolved him. You see, he's right there, evolved. And then, where's the dog? Yeah, there's this one. He's evolved. Where's his evolution on here? There's, as you can see, let's see, he's evolved, he's evolved, he's evolved. And also, they also have a buff that they can get, patient. All this does is make it so that these crystals are more effective if you get that over the other stuff. But I don't know what to say much more than that. It was a pain enough just to get these 3 to 2-star, or to their second evolution. I can't imagine trying to get so many to that, 6 more to that, to then dispel them, to then get one guy up to tier 3. That's just insane. I'm not doing that. That's not worth my time. There's a handful of things you can do over here. Change some effects. It got super laggy to a point where I had to turn all this stuff off, and even then I was still losing frames. I was still going at like 10, 15 frames or FPS. This game is a mess. Fun, but a mess. So if you can power your way through it, you'll have a good time. Especially in the beginning, like some of the first couple areas, no issue. But as soon as you start to get to the later stuff, Bug City. So that's what I'm going to call this one. Enough bitching from me. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you're playing this game. It's a lot of fun. I just wish it wasn't so buggy. I just wish that my experience wasn't ruined by the fact that I somehow managed to skip, I don't know, 2 or 3 areas looking at the achievements, there's like 2 or 3 areas I haven't been to that are probably main story that I can't continue because the main story's bugged. Even if I walk up to the guy himself and talk to him, I still don't get credit. But then again, oh well. I'm not going to restart this game until a couple updates come through that do some serious debugging. I probably won't touch this game again. But once again, thank you for your time. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. All the comments, subscribing, even the views, just watching the video, leaving it on in the background with it turned off helps this get out. Maybe the developer will get to see this and he can see some of the bugs, some of the issues I'm having, and put it on his list, or her list, their list. But once again, thank you for being here, and all in all, you be you, you stay you, and most importantly, adventure on.